When you're been through a life-changing experience, like I have about 15 years ago, your life sort of changes, and you start questioning yourself, or questioning your existence, or questioning how you see the future, or of who you are. And so I'd like to share some of these questions that I'm constantly asking myself and trying to deal with. And at the moment, the first one would be, where do I see myself in 5 years' time? Now, for me, that's a pretty difficult one. My health is not the best, and over the last few years, it's been declining even more so. So I would say where I'd like to be in the next 5 years is where I am now, health-wise. If I can maintain and be stable in this situation, I don't want much more out of life. I'm content where I live. I'm happy in my family. We have a wonderful family. But it's my health that is, because without that, there is no more time. So for me, in 5 years' time, I would like to be where I am now. Well, where would you like to be in 5 years' time? Is it a job? Do you want to retire? And where do you want to retire? The other thing I'd say is, what have you been avoiding? What things have you know within yourself that you have been avoiding? Men, listen up. If it's some sort of health issue that you have been avoiding and don't want to go to a doctor or don't want to talk about, time to do that now. Don't let it fester inside you. If you feel these niggles, don't be embarrassed. Don't be an alpha male. Don't be silly. There's nothing wrong and there's nothing embarrassing about going to a doctor to have a checkup. Whether it's your heart, with your blood pressure, whether it's your prostate, there's nothing wrong or embarrassing about getting a finger up your bum. Okay? Just do it. We all have something. We bury it. We delay it. We distract ourselves and from it. Another one is fear. I mean, I've talked about this in previous videos, but fear is one of the things that stop us moving forward. And whether it's that fear of downsizing your house, or fear of getting your health checked, or fear of what life's going to be when you retire, or just, for me, fear of even being social sometimes is really, really difficult, because physically it drains me to be involved with other people. But I know I need that. I know that's important for me. There's lots of fear, and if we don't try and push through that fear, we will just get stuck and it'll eat away at us. I mean, you don't need to be fearless. You can still have that fear, but you've got to have that courage to get yourself through it. And that courage is like the willingness to show up day by day. Again, it's about pushing through it and accepting that fear, but taking control of it. Another thing, I stopped this years ago, but stop trying to impress people. You don't need to impress people anymore. It's a waste of energy. It exhausts you. I mean, it's a waste of energy living for the opinions of people who aren't even paying attention to you. What's the point of that? And you tend to hear stories about the elderly. As they get older, they regret not living the lives they wanted. They were living their lives for someone else. And they never achieved what they wanted to achieve. So don't let that get in your way, and it's not too late. You can say no to other people. You can say there's nothing wrong with saying no and move on and just be you. And another thing I sort of dwell on is decluttering your space. Not necessarily just physical space, but mental space. Freeing up space for yourself. Get rid of all those things. Put them in boxes and put them away. Breathe more. Take space. Take time out to breathe. Just to meditate, I suppose. That's a loaded word, but I think just take time out to breathe. Give you time, and by what I mean by that is to sit and or walk. Just take time to clear out all those things that you occupy your mind that you don't really need to anymore. And it just clearing your head is one of the best things I can do. And I enjoy that time very much. And, even by clearing your space around you, decluttering things that you no longer need or see relevant in your life anymore. Don't throw them away. Find some place, even some friends or family members that might need them. Take them to a charity shop. But I think it's good in that sense that as you move on, that you realise that you don't need so much anymore, and you don't need big things or expensive things. You can get by quite easily on very little. This is a big one for me, and I think about it a lot. Is if I died in a year, or 6 months, or 2 years, what would I regret most? That I didn't do or didn't achieve. I think the biggest thing is that I didn't spend more time with my kids, or the people that matter to me. I'm trying that now. I'm in contact with my sister, which I haven't been doing with so much for a long time now. I've made more contacts with people I haven't seen or heard from in some cases 25, 30 years. And it's wonderful. And I think I'd regret if I can't keep that up. Because it was funny, one of these friends that I got contact, they think about me a lot about my cooking. And I introduced them to Asian cooking and introduced them to an Asian grocer. And every time they go there, they always think of me. What would Rob do? What would he cook? Even after 30 years. So how you really do influence people more than you think. So I really, the regret I would have is not spending time with the people I love. Because when it comes down to it, that's what life's about. And if there's issues with people that you care about and you haven't spoken to, try and break that ice. Try and get back in contact if it's really important to you. Don't let it fester inside you. Contact those people you love. Make an effort, because in the long run, that's what's important. You don't want to die alone. I mean, you don't have to change your life overnight. We've been around long enough to know that things take time, and that there's no such thing as overnight success. And concentrate on progress over perfection, because we're a turtle and not a hare, and we don't want to race to the end. We want to take it nice and slowly. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Until next time.